Hello, this is Renee, and Tom and I are on the Ultimate World Cruise. We just docked in Syracuse, Sicily. Well, we tendered. We're going to discover the rich history and stunning architecture of this ancient city by a walking tour. The harbor pilot disembarks and we get on the tender and get to shore. It was only about a 15-minute ride. Time to visit the most stunning historical sites and buildings in this city. The first stop is the Fountain of Diana. This beautiful fountain was built in 1907 and depicts the goddess Diana, protector of hunters. This building was reconstructed after the earthquake of 1693. The church was originally built in the 15th century and also sustained significant damage during the earthquake and again significant damage during World War II. The Cathedral of Syracuse is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It was built in the 7th century over the Temple of Athena, which was built the 5th century BC. According to Greek mythology, this freshwater fountain is the place where the nymph, the patron figure of ancient Syracuse, returned to Earth's surface after escaping from her undersea home in Arcadia. Next stop, the castle and citadel. The castle was constructed under the reign of Emperor Frederick II between 1232 and 1240. It has also served as a residence for numerous queens of Sicily from 1305 to 1536. In the 15th century, it had a stint as a prison. Later in the 16th century, it became part of the fortifications that safeguard the harbor and the city itself. It had a significant explosion November 5, 1704. It was caused by a violent detonation of the castle's powder magazine. The blast was so powerful that it shattered the vaults and scattered stone block over a wide area, severely damaging the structure.
And of course, as you might have gathered, Syracuse is a very historical place and is mostly known for being the birthplace of the famous mathematician Archimedes. He was born in 287 BC. He is famous for several inventions that he made during the siege of Syracuse by the Romans. Amongst other things, he constructed a catapult that could throw stones of 700 pounds onto the Roman ships. And he also constructed the famous death ray, constructed of mirrors and lenses.
The Great Hall likely functioned as an assembly area for military personnel and officials. One of the most notable historical uses of the Great Hall was hosting the Sicilian Parliament in 1321. The structure includes 16 freestanding columns, 4 semi-columns at the corners, and 16 semi-columns around the 4 walls. The lighthouse was constructed in the 19th century. This is where the gun emplacements were. We'll get a closer look once we go down. The sculpture was created in 2000. The Church of the Holy Spirit was constructed in 1727. Stands on the site of the ancient First Church, which was originally built in the 4th century. The early church was significantly damaged by earthquakes of 1542 and 1693. After our walking tour was over, we grabbed a bite of local cuisine, which was pizza. Once back on the ship, this was our evening's entertainment, but that wasn't all.
tonight. First of all, we are now passing Etna, which is the big volcano that is located on the island of Sicily. And that volcano is actually over 3,300 meters high, so that's a considerable height. It doesn't look like that from here, but that's how high it actually is. However, up to the Straits of Messina, we will have to proceed a little bit faster, so a speed of 21 knots is required.
The harbor pilot jumped off the ship while it was cruising over 15 knots, which is approximately 17 miles an hour, which is absolutely crazy. What an amazing day exploring the historical wonders of Syracuse. Here is our itinerary for the next 7 ports. Make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more adventures from every corner of the globe.